Hello, everybody. That was about the creepiest intro I could do for any video, but there you go. I wanted to make this because, hey, welcome to August, right? We have just wrapped up what I found to be a pretty exciting 2-week period. There has been a lot of work in a lot of departments to help us get to this next level that we're talking about. And I just want to take a minute to summarize a couple things that happened and talk about where I'd like to see us go for the rest of the year. I know this seems weird to do it. It's like August 1st. It's not the beginning of a quarter. It's not the halfway point of the year. I mean, it's the beginning of the month, but why now? And I guess because one, we've just been attacking so aggressively in July, and I'd like everybody to see where we're at. And I would like us again to keep getting in our minds what this new norm can be. And obviously, I'm sharing this with sales and marketing and other divisions of the company. And there's a reason why I want to focus on this sales goal. It feels like, well, the sales goal is just for the sales department. I don't necessarily think that's true, and I'll show you why. But first, let me just summarize a couple things that have happened up to this point. First, agency sales from July 15th to July 1st, we had 11 during a 2-week period. There's been times in the past, not too far in the past, where 11 was a solid month, and we did 11 in this 2-week period here, which is kind of crazy. Very good run. We had a day in there where I think we had 5 or 6 sales, which was a record. Just a lot of action. Okay. And then rocket launch sales, we had 12 over this 2-week period. Very, very, very close to this sale a day goal that we're talking about. 30 rocket launch sales, 30 agency sales. Quite frankly, I'd like to see rocket launch blow past it, but that is a much younger product. And there's some newer members on the team, which I'm super excited about. But I think that we're at a place right now where we can get to 30 sales in a month. So one of the reasons I'm showing you this is to see how quickly we're I don't know, growing, heading in the right direction, a sale a day. Very, very solid, okay? 11 sales for agency, 12 sales for rocket launch. That's a pretty good pace, but it's not it's not the type of pace where I want to say, hey, that was a good run and it'll go back to normal and life will go on and we'll just try and work hard for the next good run we have. That we should be at a pace that is sale a day. We should be able to get past 11 and 12 sales in a 2-week period. We absolutely should be able to do that. We got the talent, we got the firepower, we got the leads. And that brings me to my next point of thinking about sales as a barometer for the entire company. And some people watching this might, especially that aren't in sales, might say, well, Ben, you're just playing on the fact that you've spent a lot of time with sales teams over the past year and blah, 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 blah. Not necessarily true. Well, that part is true. That's not the reason I'm doing it, though. The reason I'm doing it is because throughout the different divisions of the company, if we were to put all our goals down, there's like a gazillion of them. All right. Individual goals, departmental goals, different metrics for different things that are going on. And sales, though, becomes like I said, a good barometer for the health of the company. Marketing, although they have individual goals about the number of leads they're getting and things of that nature. Those are their goals. Technically, that's what they need to do to get us sales. And once the sales are gotten, then, the service and the agency departments and the training departments, that becomes the focus for that team right there. And so originally I put this little graphic to show how, sorry for such a cliche buzzword, the synergy between these 3 sections of the company. But then I realized this is not really accurate because it makes it seem like sales is the pinnacle. It is not. It is a good barometer for multiple departments. It is not the pinnacle. This is a better graphic. And hey, newsflash, you cannot wrap text around a circle. So if you want to mock my second grade graphics here, go ahead, but didn't want to spend all morning putting this together. But you get the point by this. It's more like a circle. Marketing's leads feeds into sales. Sales gets us the clients that the service departments, training, agency provide the service to. But even then, those divisions, we need, of course, testimonials, we need referrals, we need case studies, because those are the things that are going to feed right back into marketing to get more leads, to get us more sales, to get us more clients, to get us more testimonials, to get us more referrals, to get us more. And you see the cycle that continues. We are all in the game, all right? But the sales number is something that we can all wrap our minds around, right? If we were to shine a light on one number, I think that this one number is something that everybody in the company can look at and say, I can contribute towards that. Now, you might not make the sale directly. Your job might be responsible for getting leads or providing great work on a campaign so you can get a testimonial, referral, case study. But it will all relate to sales. And so here we are, about 6 minutes into this presentation. I'll try and keep it to 10 or 12 minutes. What we are going to do for the rest of the year in terms of sales, our sales goals, all right? I'm not changing these, and there's been many times where I have set some wild expectations, and you set some big goals, and as Carl Gottlieb always says, you shoot for the stars and you get the moon. And to a certain extent, I agree with that. But also, I want to shoot big. I want to be able to hit big goals because I think we're at a level where we can hit big goals. Again, we've got the talent, we've got the leads, we've got the firepower, we got the divisions, we got the people. Like, it is all there for the taking. So here are our sales goals for the rest of the year. Rocket launch. 25 in August. 25 rocket launch sales in August. We have hit low 20s before. That is not a crazy thing to do at all. And then from there, September, October, November, December, we're increasing by 10 apiece. And again, you might be thinking, Ben, you're just picking a big round number like jumping by 5 and then jumping by 10. Yes and no. First off, we have hit low 20s before, and Allison can confirm that, or anybody else in the set. We have hit low 20 rocket launch numbers before. So 25 is naturally the next evolution in terms of that goal. But then when we see this jump to 30, 40, 50, 60, we're doubling down in some areas in marketing and sales that should generate more leads. And one of the things I'm talking about here is the SDR team. Come September, we should have, count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 SDRs, give or take, calling to generate leads. And a good chunk of those are going to go to Rocket Launch, the Rocket Launch sales team. All right. Not to mention marketing is continuing to push, growing our list, running the Rocket Launch webinar, which gets us like 2,500 opt-ins a month. I mean, we have a crazy amount of leads to work through this system. We're continuing to grow the team. We got a number of new members that are on, which I think are really great. Even when you look at a number like 40 in October and you think, man, that is almost doubling what our previous high has been. We also currently have 5 Rocket Launch salespeople, and that gives us 8 per average per team member per month. Is that right? 5? Because we've added new people here. Let me just double check that. Boom, 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 boom. Yes, 5. And so that's only 8 apiece. And every single one of them will tell you. We've had a bunch of people who've sold 8 before. And some of our newer members are saying, I need to get to 8, and I want to get to 8, and I want to get past 8. Technically, every person on the team has a goal of selling 20 individually. And it takes time to work up to that and things of that nature. But I don't think these goals are too unrealistic. And if you look at them and you think they're unrealistic, get that thought out of your head, flush it down the toilet. because this is totally doable. I've seen other companies who have play in our space. They have similar models to us, selling a program of this nature, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 program, and have reps that are selling 20, 25, 30 a piece per month. And it is totally doable. It has to do with marketing, getting the right leads, the sales team, having the right conversations with people, and the service, basically the training department, continuing to deliver great service, getting more testimonials, referrals, case studies, things of that nature. All right. These are rocket launch goals. We're going to keep hammering this over and over and over again. So, tattoo these on your butt, put them on a Post-it note, stick it to your computer, whatever the case may be. All right. I can already tell you, we're going to get closer to 15 minutes, but that's fine. 15 minutes for this call. Agency sales. Okay. Not quite as drastic growth, in terms of the sheer number, the volume, but some pretty big jumps here. August 22, September 30, October 35, November 40, and December 35. Now here, just because of the nature of the agency sales, I dropped down a little bit in December because of the fact that we have the sales cycle is longer and we have these 2 holidays at the end of the year. December is actually a pretty strong month for us historically because we're dealing with a lot of businesses who are trying to get everything in place for January 1, get everything set up to hit their goals, et cetera, et cetera. Okay. That doesn't mean we'll have a bad month. It just means that I think we should shoot for around 35 instead of 40. Are those crazy numbers? Again, I don't think so. Not with the fact that we have the 12 SDRs calling. Agency is doubling down, the marketing department is doubling down on LinkedIn with the number of leads that we're getting for direct to appointment and car and things of that nature. And we've got the talent. This includes EDG sales, right? So this would be a combination of EDG and link selling. Frankly, and there's been times where we have pummeled the 22 number, between both divisions. Okay. I actually think we can get past 40 between both divisions when we start pacing at that early next year. But this is what I want to do between both departments: 22, 30, 35, 40, 35. Again, that ain't crazy, right? Our sales team's getting better and better. They're getting more refined. We've got a couple old pros over there. And I mean, the 22 that I'm talking about in August, we have already done that before in the past. I think our best month is in the mid-20s for agency and for link selling and EDG combined. But 30, 35, that's where we got to get to. 40 sales a month. If we're going to support this SDR team, if we want a reason to keep them around, then it's got to be sales, right? This is also what's going to help grow the agency. It's going to keep the agency team busy over there and make it so that we got to hire new people and people have full plates, which they like to have. No one likes to be twiddling their thumbs. And, like I said, marketing gets the leads, the sales team gets the sales, the agencies will provide the service and will get us more case studies. Like, we got to figure out how are we getting more case studies, testimonials, referrals. We got to push hard in that area, because without them, we won't get that number of sales alone just by sheer marketing, getting the appointments and the sales team trying to make the sales. So I've got about a minute and 20 left before we hit the 15-minute mark. I'm just going to toggle back and forth between these 2 slides. But again, you might look at these and think, Ben, you're just picking some big round numbers here and just adding 5 or 10 a month to what's there. And like I said, maybe you could look at it that way. But another part of it is, for us to be investing what we're investing in marketing and the SDR team, we got to be at this level. And it makes sense for us to be at this level, to be doing a sale a day, 2 sales a day for Rocket Launch, a sale a day for the agency. We are at that level. It is time for us to be here, and we can totally do this. Okay. We're constantly going to be pushing these goals, reviewing these goals, screenshot these goals. Like I said, tattoo them on your caboose, put them on a Post-it note next to your computer, whatever the case may be. This is what we have got to work towards to This is kind of like the big number, the big barometer. And is there other numbers we got to hit? Yeah, no doubt. But if I had to shine a light on one number and one number alone, it would be this sales number for agency and for Rocket Launch. This is the way that we get to the next level, and we have fun and a lot more benefits and things of that nature. So things get a lot easier if we can hit these numbers. Welcome to August. We have 5 more months left for the year. I'm excited to see what these teams do, especially, man, this SDR thing is going to get wild because we got 5 that are starting in 4 days, and we got another 5 who will start before the end of August, and it's going to be the real deal, folks. So everybody have a good day. If you ever have any questions, comments, thoughts around this stuff, let me know. Otherwise, I will see you on the field. Take care, guys.